Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacturer stack like that. And if we get toxic, tell the boy fall.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play one, and Prescott to the air. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game. And the Bucs wound up winning 31-29. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 47 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. To throw, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack. Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Now that's Elliott, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 11. They go Elliott again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From midfield, here's Brady. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Brady now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Less fanfare for Chris Godwin than other receivers of his ilk around the league, but he quietly put up 1,100 yards last season. The Buccaneers certainly noticed, and they handed him a new contract extension to continue being the catch magnet that he is. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Brady again. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
47.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. This is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Fielded at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Elliott, toss right. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Toss left to Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From the 27, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And finding the tight end Rudolph. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Fournette is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Buccaneers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know,
puts it on the carpet, it's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is going to lose yardage here. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Brady going to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady going to look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
One last shot at the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but